Hello little artists! Today I'm going to show you how to make an easy owl. You need salt dough clay, texture tools, paints, and some kind of sealer to make it nice and hard. For the first part, I am going to roll a ball using the palms of my hand, and then I'm going to squish it into a pancake. But don't eat the pancake. It will not taste good. So I like to keep flipping it from the front to the back. This kind of keeps it from sticking to my table. And then I can kind of press it out with my hands to make it a little bit thinner. One thing to remember when you're making your pancake is that you want it to be even. You don't want it to be too thick or too thin. Once you have your pancake, you're going to start by making a design on the belly of the owl. So I have this marker cap here, and I'm just going to press it down to help me create these little circles, and I can overlap them to create texture. You only want to do this on the bottom half of the circle. This is going to be his belly when we start to fold the sides. All right, I'm going to take this side and I'm folding it kind of like a taco. Okay, but not the whole thing. I only want it to come in just a little bit, and I'm going to do the same thing on this other side. This is going to show the bottom of his wings, and then I'm going to fold down on top and kind of pinch up for his little ears, and this will be his head. He'll start to come together as I finish this part. So here's his head. On the side here are his wings, and then where the little circles are is his little belly. Awesome. Super easy, huh? Now we need to decorate our owl. So what does an owl need? He needs a beak, right? He's a bird. So I have this cool little palette knife that I use for mixing paint. But if you don't have a triangle shape, you can use a stick or a stylus or even a ballpoint pen to help you draw two lines for a little V shape, which will be his beak. All right, I'm gonna use my handy dandy marker cap to poke his eyes. Notice how I didn't poke all the way through, just on the surface. And then I can use my stylus, or if you have a fork, you can use that to make some patterns on the wings. Another handy tool that you might have laying around is a paper clip, and you can use the sides of that to press into the salt dough clay to create any kind of design. Just remember not to press too hard because you don't want to poke through your design. You just want to draw, kind of create an impression. I'm using a hairpin, bobby pin, to kind of make these little, I don't know, feather eyelash things. Cute. Make sure it doesn't stick to the paper, so gently peel it off, and we're gonna let him go dry before we paint him. All right, now we're ready to paint it. I have let my owl dry outside in the Abu Dhabi sunshine. I'm using watercolor paints. If you have acrylic or tempera, a thicker paint would really look nice on this. All right, I'm going to mix up some white glue with a little bit of water to make my own sealer. This is going to strengthen the clay, the salt dough really, and kind of help preserve it together. If you have something called Mod Podge or a spray that is like an acrylic sealer, those actually would be a little stronger, but you know, art at home, so this will work just as good for now. So after I mix that up, I'm going to paint it over, and this is the owl after it has dried. Awesome. I cannot wait to see what you make. Remember, take your time, try your best, and have fun.